conference room of the Press Center, Government House. It is a joint press briefing where you have the Honorable Commissioner in the Ministry of Information, Akwa Ibom State, otherwise known as MP.com, Honorable Aneka Nomana in attendance. The Honorable Commissioner in the Ministry of Women Affairs, the Honorable Inibere Silas is also here. The Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, the landlord, Mr. Kerete Udo. Gentlemen of the press, we have the chairman of NUJ Akwa Ibom State, the #1 journalist in the state, Comrade Amos Etuk. We have the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Information, Akwa Ibom State, Akbarawa James Edet Nkbom. If you want to know the meaning of Nkbom, you see me after this. And of course, we have the directors in the Ministry of Information. A while ago, we had Dr. Mrs. Eunice Agariva, but we have here Director of Information, Mr. Neka Nupong. The press secretary to the in the office of the wife of the governor is also here, Deaconess Udwak Ekong. Chairman of several blocks in the media industry in Akwa Ibom State, from the chairman of the Correspondent Chapel, chairman of the Federated Chapel, and ESCO members in other chapels, the chancellor of online publishers, broadcasters. Personal aides to the governor of Akwa Ibom State are also here. Samuel Yara, SA on electronic media, Solomon Ayo, the SA multimedia and web management, and of course, Emmanuel Pabio, PA on research and documentation, PA on media, also here. My own name is Essien Dueso, SSA on research and documentation. Gentlemen, you're welcome. So we have a very brief meeting here today, and I want to invite to set the tone for this meeting. The Honorable Commissioner, I believe you are going to put your hands together much more for him, because this indeed will be more or less the first press parley that he will have on this third missionary journey. Please, a round of applause to the Honorable Commissioner.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen of the press. Let me acknowledge my sister and the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Honorable Mrs. Inibe Silas Etugudo, and my brother and friend, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Udo himself, Chairman NUJ, and all our PAMSEC and all our colleagues here. I want to say good morning to all of us. I want to thank you all for coming out at short notice for this engagement. We decided to do this together because this is the spirit that we will function, the way we will function. This is the spirit in which we will function. We'll function as a team. So whatever we need to do, whatever will help us ensure that government works and works for the people of Akwa Ibom State, we will work as a team to deliver results. His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, is a team player, and he wants everybody to play within the team to ensure we achieve the expected results. As you are aware, in the last 2 days, we've been talked in the banquet hall, going through project reviews. We will talk about that later. But for today, we invited you here for a brief discussion because there's events lined up in the state on Saturday, the 8th of March 2025, beginning with the International Women's Day. We will give the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs the chance to brief you on what the ministry and, of course, the office of the First Lady through the coordinator, what they have planned for Saturday and how they intend to celebrate with our women on that day.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Due respect to the commissioner, body. Due respect to the commissioner for information. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And the Chief Press Secretary, thank you so much for this great opportunity. We are looking at Saturday, 8 March 2025. 8 March is normally the day for the women internationally. We call it Women's International Day celebration. And in Akwa Ibom State, we are very much ready, because by the grace of God, we have a gender-friendly governor. The governor is so particular about these events for the women through the office of the First Lady of Akwa Ibom State. We will gather at the Ibom Hall grounds for this event, sir. You see women coming from the 31 local government area, and of course, other women groups, like the senatorial women and other groups, will be there gathered. And we will have a march pass. That is the day we give honor to our First Lady, where she takes salute. And again, we have what is called exhibition. Whatever your local government is into, whatever is the traditional food, the traditional product of your local government, that day you showcase it. We are very much ready, as I said, because the Ministry of Women Affairs is collaborating with the Office of the First Lady for this event. And, you know, Ministry of Women Affairs is out in all ramifications to make sure that they promote gender equality in the state and in the nation. So we are here for that event to tell our people, because the theme for that event is accelerate action. How do we accelerate this action? The little action we've been doing, because before now women were not found at all in the political arena. But thank God for the leaders that we have in Akwa Ibom State. They have been paving way, and I think it is more glorious in this season of our governor, Pastor Umo Obasi Eno, PhD. It is more glorious that we have women in all the ministries and parastatals. Then these women are coming out together with the grassroots women to give ourselves the courage that we can do it. To give ourselves the courage that we can go higher from where we are today. To tell ourselves that we should pick the I can spirit. And I know with the backing of our governor, there is no woman, be it in agro area, be it in entrepreneurship, be it in whatsoever area, that a woman has tried to come up with something the governor is ready to support. So we must accelerate the action to get to another level. We must make sure that we are our sister's keeper. When we are talking about women here, we are bringing the girls. We are bringing in the girls. They are inclusive, because the girls of today will become the women of tomorrow. So if we don't start now to include them in whatever we are doing, that means we don't have any future for the women. And I think in their time, it will be much more higher than what we have tried to do. So we are going to let the women, because we are going to have a keynote speaker. We are going to let the women know stage by stage, whereby we can accelerate this action. we must tell them that it is the duty of the women first to combat gender-based violence. Because if we don't stand up to say it is not good, no other person will do so. Let it not be so again. We are going to let the women know on Saturday that we are the ones to take care of the vulnerable. We have vulnerable all over. And also the children that has been thrown away. It is our duty as mothers to take them in and give them the care, the needed care. Of course, in Ministry of Women Affairs, we have 5 homes that is taken care of by the Office of the First Lady. She's the one that clothes these children, feeds these children, send them to school, and that to higher institution and to any level of education, provided they are there, they have accepted to go. So the vast job of Women Affairs, Ministry of Women Affairs, is what we are going to let people know, is what we are going to tell ourselves that we must also accelerate. That is the essence of this great task, sir.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, and for giving us that highlight. I'm sure you guys listened to her. She talked about the International Women's Day with the theme Accelerate Action. And what's she talking about? Ending violence against women. Yeah, the administration of Governor Mono is pursuing that very vigorously. Promoting women's economic empowerment. Yes, the administration is pursuing that very methodically and very intentionally. Recently you were there when those ladies in white and female youth were empowered, 750,000 each to 400 of them. Earlier, 800 were part of the female youth were also part of the first 800 that were trained at the Boomled and empowered with ₦500,000 each. You're talking about part of their team is advancing women's participation in decision making. The administration of Governor Mono is very, very intentional and dogged about this. Look at our local government structure. You have vice chairmen and council chairmen that are women, very deliberately done to ensure that women are included in the political process. You get into our political party, women are there serving, apart from just being women leaders, some are the vice chairman, deputy, and in various positions. You come to the executive council, women are there. You get into boards and commissions, some chairmen of boards, commissions, and so on. So there's a very deliberate and methodical and very scientific path in ensuring that women are included in the political process. They mustn't struggle to be included. They must not struggle. I just thought I should add that, and I think it's something very good for us. I will now take you through the town hall series so that we'll take your questions at once. As you are aware, His Excellency the Governor of Akwa Ibom State had promised the people during his electioneering campaign that he will return to the federal constituencies to brief the people on what he has done so far from time to time. So he's done 20 months, so he's now coming to the people. He's going to all 10 federal constituencies, and he will be briefing them, he will be engaging them, he will be listening to them. He will receive their needs document. Every federal constituency is expected to present a needs document, and that needs document will highlight what they consider their priorities, their priority needs, and so on. We are just coming back from our own federal constituency to review our needs document, a complete house in the Speaker's residence. We read out point by point, local government, what we consider our priorities. We argued and debated, counseled and recounseled to make up what the needs document will be. That is what we will present to the governor as a federal constituency, and that is what will happen in every state. His Excellency the Governor will use that opportunity to highlight some of the things he has done in each of the local governments that makes up the federal constituency, so the people will know and have an idea. He will also have an interactive session and listen to them in case there are things people need to talk to him about. It doesn't just end there. He will move on to empower the people. Remember, he had promised a ₦2 billion grant to farmers. That ₦2 billion grant, the disbursement will start and back on Saturday. the farmers that were carefully selected, they had gone through verification, all of that process is done. There's no political involvement in this process. I want to repeat, no political involvement or selection. It is based purely on those who are involved in that trade or in that enterprise. And then he will now move on to the traders grant of 2 billion naira, which he promised. That will also the disbursement of the 2 billion will also commence after the town hall in the same venue, so that the beneficiaries in each of local government in the federal constituency will now have the benefit of drawing from that fund. And they have also done what they needed to do. They've gone through the verification processes very methodically and scientifically done by the various departments. IBOM-led is involved, and the trade and investment is involved, and the different departments of government involved, and they have a clean document and a clean solution that we took time to look at during the project's review. The Chief Press Secretary and the Commissioner for Women Affairs were all there throughout the 2 days that His Excellency the Governor took the team of ESCO members and delivery advisors through the entirety of the projects, the timelines, the schedules, including beneficiaries. They were shown clearly to say, of course, even in my local government, I don't even know. I saw the names, I don't know them. And I said, this is a clean process. This is not political at all. And in addition, there will be the business grant that will also get to small businesses operating within the local governments. And that grant will be up to 5 million naira for this business. There will be only 2 per local government. We are all invited. Join us at the IBOM Hall. We are all invited. Join us at the IBOM Hall. Deadline 8 March 2025. In the next few days, time 10 a.m.
Thank you very much. At this point in time, we are going to invite the chairman of NDG Akwa Ibom State for his word of thanks.
Lord, Lord, my Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Information, my tier robber commissioner, my boss, the Honorable Commissioner, Women Affairs, my in-law, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, my president, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Information, SSA Research, Press Secretary in the Office of the First Lady, very distinguished governor's aides, distinguished colleagues. Let me, on behalf of my colleagues, sincerely give the very best of our dearest wishes to the women community as they celebrate the International Women's Day on Saturday. It's a global event, and at the level of the media, we are very, very gender friendly. At the level of NUG and the media community, we've had women who have been able to distinguish themselves in every assigned responsibility. I've listened to you. You spoke very well. And I want to assure you that you have the fullest support of the media community towards the very success of that event. And I want to say that beyond the I can do spirit you talked about, women now have gone beyond that to the new we have been doing it spirit. Because every woman that you give that responsibility, His Excellency the Governor has given responsibility, have successfully been able to interpret the vision of the Arise agenda. And so I'm happy that the Governor, His Excellency Pastor Omoino, has shown strong commitment in being gender sensitive, like you rightly said, from the grassroots to the State Executive Council. There's a strong presence of women representation, and all of you are all doing well. So we feel that impact, and I believe that on Saturday, the acceleration shall be stronger in the course of your duties. And also let me use the opportunity to sincerely appreciate His Excellency for bringing governance back to the grassroots through the town hall meetings. Now we're beginning to feel the presence of leadership back to the grassroots. And I'm happy that this is starting from the immediate constituency close to you, that's our back. And like the Honorable Commissioner has said, beyond the presentation of needs, one significant thing that makes this town hall meeting very different is the empowerment program he's going to do. starting up, building new entrepreneurs, building new millionaires for the future of Akwa Ibom State, building new prosperous futures for different families. And so this is very worthy and very commendable. I want to assure His Excellency once again at every opportunity that he has the support of the media community. 20 months of excellent service to Akwa Ibom State, 20 months of quality service delivery, 20 months of putting Akwa Ibom State on the global map of leadership, and 20 months of unifying Akwa Ibom State. And the peace that we enjoy will enhance the prosperity of Akwa Ibom State. Thank you very much. We wish you successful celebrations on Saturday, and we believe that the kickstarting of the town hall meetings will be a very huge success of bringing governance back to the people and making Akwa Ibom people stronger in commitment to the Arise agenda. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen of the press, the Honorable Commissioner for Information, my brother, the Right Honorable, and permit me to use the word Right Honorable. He's been around the block. He's been a commissioner. This is his third missionary journey, and so that qualifies him to be addressed as Right Honorable Commissioner for Information. My brother, Honorable Onyeka Numana, the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Inibere Salas, thank you for receiving your baptism of fire, and you came out unscared. Very wonderful job you did. The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Information, my dear brother Akbarawa James, the Chairman of NUJ, Akwa Ibom Council, and the one who calls me his in-law, and I'm proud to call him my in-law as well. My colleagues, the SSM, Research and Documentation, SNDWESO, and all the PS, Press Secretary to the Coordinator of Office of the First Lady, and all my, of course, the Chairman of Federated Chapel, the Cooper, all the wonderful journalists that have turned up this afternoon, or this morning. And let me start by apologizing for starting a little late. We had to sort out a few things, and but I appreciate your patience. The Honorable Commissioner for Information had already established the predicates of our engagement. This is a group that is going to be predicated on synergy, cooperation, collaborations, and everything else. So he has elucidated on what we're doing on Saturday, and the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs did the same thing. So let me again reemphasize the fact that we appreciate the support you've given His Excellency. In 20 months, he's done pretty well, and we will continue to write the golden pages of Akwa Ibom ascendancy as easily one of the most successful subnationals in the country. We are here to, on this side of the divide, we're here to work with the media community, and we look forward to continuous deepening of that collaboration. And on that note, I thank you for coming, and we will continue to work together. And of course, the Honorable Commissioner for Information is not new on the block. Like I said, is a time-tested professional, is proactive, is swerve, is it's someone that you can depend on and count on at all times. And we will continue to work together to promote the wonderful story of Akwa Ibom ascendancy. So thank you so very much for coming, and we look forward to receiving you on Saturday.